started in right earnest, started within whatever time is necessary to take action. Action after action after action has been taken. Yes, this is a change in direction because it was warranted by the worst tragedy we could imagine. And the direction, the new direction has been accepted, the challenge has been accepted, the battle has been joined. There is no need for us to go into history now. The need for us is to make new history. And that is that for the first time after many, many years, the secular forces of the country have come together. Secular parties with all their internal differences have come together. I feel that this is time ये बहुत जरूरी था. And we will forge ahead. We will see that the secular credentials of this country are re-established fully. And what our great leaders, through the Constitution and through their own example, told us to do, we will do it to the hilt. Sir, Mr. Indrajit has raised a very relevant point. In fact, I was going to read the same resolution which he read from the Constituent Assembly. I had occasion to raise this in one of our party meetings. In a secular democracy, what is the place of non-secular parties, or what should be the composition and the program of parties participating in that democracy is a question which needs a national debate. I want this debate, I want thinkers, I want leaders to come together, because the time has come when we can easily see that there is an irreconcilability in these forces. We tried to carry on for many, many years. Now we find that there is a party which takes a religious issue as its main plan. Now, I have nothing against a religious issue. I have nothing against religion. But a religious issue being brought into politics election after election after election cannot be accepted. This will have to be looked into. And this will have to be effectively checked. If there is a party which takes to arms, for instance, if the candidate of one party has an AK-47 and moves with it, and the other candidate has nothing, it is an unequal fight. If a party takes Ram as the spokesman of the party and affects the minds and hearts of people day in and day out, whereas the other party does not even utter this, because it is a secular party, does not want to make use of that as an issue. Now it is again an unequal fight. And the Constitution does not, in my view, allow unequal fights. The field has to be even for both teams. Those who are participating in the elections would have to participate on the basis of certain guidelines, certain principles which are common to all and which are defined very clearly in the Constitution. This will have to be looked into, sir. This is fair to both of us. This is fair to both of us. Let Ram remain where he remains. Let us fight on the basis of other issues which are much more important from the point of view of the people, and that is the only way of making the Constitution work in its right spirit. I appeal to the other parties who are thinking perhaps that this is going to be a permanent asset to them. It will not be a permanent asset to them. The people of India can see through this game very easily and very quickly. Maybe one election, but after one election, the other election, the next election, they will see through it. And perhaps you will be wasting 5 years for doing nothing except raising slogans, unnecessary slogans. So I would like this to be gone into. I thank Mr. Indrajit for having read that brought out that resolution. We will have to act on it. We will have to think about it. I will come, if possible, to the House or to the leaders of the opposition first, all leaders, and perhaps for a general debate, for a wider debate in the country of how this aberration, which has come to become rather menacing during the decades, has to be set right. It started in small beginnings, but then it has permeated more or less every party. Today, when I say that something which has happened will have to be undone, there are eyebrows going up in all parties. Now, I don't want this at all to happen in any party. If we are secular, the vandal cannot be allowed to take advantage of the act of vandalism committed by him. It's quite clear to me. It has to be seen. How we see it, it is for all of us to consider. Everything is there for discussion. We will discuss all these things, find ways. As we were about to find a way, we will find a way once again. I assure all of you, sir,